Hi, this is Lisa Schmid with the Stamper Studio. Welcome to New in the Studio. Something that I want to share with you tonight is called Pretty Pumpkins. But before we do that, today was my first day back at workshop week. Certainly not used to sitting as much as I did today, but learned some really great things at my new school. And tomorrow is another day of learning. So, got my door done. That's a pretty big deal. I'll have to post a picture of it. I'm pretty proud of it. All right, so Pretty Pumpkins. I'm feeling a little obsessed with them, and maybe that's because I'm feeling a little bit of fall in the air. I know this past weekend it was actually chilly when we woke up. It was 55 degrees. I said, that's like fall. So here's the stamp set that I'm going to use tonight, Pretty Pumpkins, and I'm going to show you two different cards with it. So,
hey Sandy, hey Diane.
Hi friends. Don't you guys feel like you're friends with each other because y'all come on to the different broadcasts? Anyway, Pretty Pumpkins, and I know you've seen me use this with the dies. Let me pull these out and show you.
We had a near catastrophe. The pumpkin outline was missing for several hours.
Several hours, like several days. I was freaking out a little bit because this was missing, but I found it under my paper cutter. So, not the end of the world, close, but not the end. All right, so I want to show you, I've done several things with die cutting these, and this card, I know I've shown you before. It's just so pretty. It's just so pretty with just the pumpkin cutout and the leaf cutout. So I didn't really stamp anything. I just die cut that pumpkin. I'm going to use that pumpkin in one of the cards, but I'm also going to use some new papers that you may not have seen.
Hey Trudy.
Hi Trudy. So this paper right here, not the sparkly one, this craft 6x6 paper is in the gingerbread suite. And you might think, okay, well, that paper looks similar to crumb cake. So I brought a piece of crumb cake just to show you. It feels different. I don't know how else to explain it. It's a little bit, I don't know, it feels rough. Different. It is rougher. So I'm going to take a 6x6, just fold it in half. That's what I'm going to use. And I know that probably you would end up needing to use a different envelope than our standard envelopes. So I am going to also use, I die cut out of this fabulous paper. Okay, this is our, sorry, that's really loud. Bedazzling. Woo! Wouldn't it be so fun to have like a dress in this? Not paper, fabric. All right, so I am going to use Rich Razzleberry because if you are playing bingo, you know that kind of Rich Razzleberry is on my brain because of the ephemera pack. And I don't know if you knew, you can color this. So I am going to color it in Rich Razzleberry. What? Yes, you can.
And what are you using to color that?
I am using my Stampin' Blend in Rich Razzleberry. I'm choosing the darker color, and you can go over it. I don't know if you can notice, if you can see how it is getting darker. I can go over as many times as I want, get it a little bit darker. And this is the dark one of Rich Razzleberry. I thought about trying the Blackberry Bliss to see how dark it would be, but I wanted to match my paper. All right, do you see how it's definitely getting darker? How fun is that? I'll lift it up for you here. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'd actually like a dress in this color too, Dave, if you could work on that. All right, I am going to use my adhesive, and I just cut this at 6 inches by 1 inch. So I just wanted to put a little bit on. Let's not be too flashy. And as you can see, some of it rubs off, but that's okay. That's why I purposely did it on the rubber mat so that I didn't get my paper all dirty. All right, so I'm going to mat this on here. And even though that ink came off, you can see there is still plenty on here. So I could actually take a paper towel and sort of just wipe it a little bit, blot it, and you can see there's not much left. I think some of it came off on the other. So I'm going to put this right here, and I noticed that this end I did not cut perfectly even, and that's okay because I'll trim it off. So I'm going to come back to this just in case so I don't get my mat all dirty. Is this not so fun? Whoop, whoop. It is so fun. Let's make sure I'm putting it on the right side. Flip that over. I'm going to put it on the bottom part. And this paper...
Barb is asking, what is the sparkly paper?
What is it? It is free with $50. It is the very first page of the set. Oh, notice that's Dave's. I got my own. But it's the very first page of the celebration. This picture does not do it justice. Be dazzling. I mean, you could use it for snowflakes or for anything. It's so much fun. And just in case you want to see it again, here, look at how fun it is. And when you get, there's 8 sheets in here, 6 by 6, 8 sheets. Okay, isn't that cool? Now, I did cut out a pumpkin. I die cut out a pumpkin out of my bedazzling paper. And I'm going to put it on, I'm going to mat it on this and on Razzleberry. So I thought I'm going to put it on there and I'm going to put it on there and then this is going to go here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like I said, you'd have to get your envelope situated because I know we don't actually sell 6 by 6 envelopes anymore. We used to, or 6 by 3. We used to, but we don't. So this would require a different envelope, but it's so pretty, it's totally worth it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back to my mat because I'm going to put some glue on here. You know what? I'm going to use one. I have so many empty glues. I don't know. I'm sure Dave's thinking, just throw them away. Well, I don't want to throw them away because, you know, you're going to laugh at what I do. He just said throw them away. I cut them open. There's one on the other table, hon. I cut them open. I'll just use my adhesive. Other table. Oh, he's not looking for that. I cut them open and then I use the glue inside. Whatever. I don't know why I feel the need to do that. It's like don't waste thing. I don't know. It does not dull my cutter or my dies. Nope. And that's a great question. It's a little bit thicker. And I did run this through 2 times. So I ran it through once. I used the brush to get it out and I'm like, And I ran it through one more time. So isn't that just so pretty? And look, we're going to put it right there just to make us a fun little card. I love the glitter. I actually think I will line it up there because halfway I think looks kind of fun. What do you think? Halfway? Like that? I think I'll do that. Or line it up. What do you think? I'm going to line it up. He doesn't even have to answer because he knows I'm going to I'm going to do something. All right. Were you looking at the envelope?
Well, couldn't you just cut it shorter?
You could cut it shorter, and I'm going to do that on the next one.
Okay.
So yes, you could cut it a little bit shorter, and I'm just going to trim off this end. And really what it probably needs is a ribbon right here. I'm not going to use a black and white ribbon because that's not going to look very pretty. But Dave's going to find something he thinks looks great. Okay, so isn't that fun? I guess the only thing I still need are maybe some words. And I do love this one. If friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. And I think I would probably just put it on the inside because I don't think I'd want to put it on the outside. Let's look here. Oh dear. My friends are pumpkins, I'd pick you. So let's do a different one since that one. How about so thankful for you? We'll do that one because my other one is on a block somewhere else. Yep. All right, so I'm going to do so thankful for you. And I'm going to stamp it just in espresso because that's what I happen to have right here.
Also, espresso looks good on the craft.
It does. It looks great on the craft. So thankful for you. And you know what, of course, would be really fun to do is you could stamp some pumpkins inside here. Okay, how fun is that? Let's set that aside. And Dave got this wonderful... you know, it's in so many languages, I always have to find the English. That's right. This is the fine art ribbon. No bow, just a knot. A little knot like that. Fine art ribbon, because it has little flecks of gold in it, so that's kind of fun. That's why he chose it. That's right. He is no slough, I'm telling you. You already know that if you watch us at all. All right, I'm going to put that right there. For some reason, this side did not trim well. So I'm going to retrim that and get it done well. There we go. And I want to trim this side a little bit more now. And then, no, I'm just kidding. So you could put a little word here, but isn't that so pretty? What do you think? Nice, nice. All right. So the cards I've shown you, I pretty much did, I've been die cutting out the pumpkins. I did die cut out the pumpkin out of the Blackberry Beauty paper, but I wasn't quite sure what to back it on, so I ended up not using this one. I also die cut this pumpkin out, but I don't know if it looks like a pumpkin because it doesn't have enough detail for the pumpkin. So this one looks good. This one, not so sure. All right, let's make one more pumpkin card. I am going to use, I'm using the thick vanilla cardstock. I find we do not use vanilla, I should say me, I do not use vanilla very often, and I'm not sure why. But I am going to, I wish you guys could see this right now. Dave is already creating something. He's like reaching over. So let me show you where this came from. I'm using the Gorgeous Leaves, the dies for the Gorgeous Leaves, which are right here. So we've got these gorgeous, it has this little branch. So the branch is what I want to use. I use the leaves are so fun, but I want to use the branch. So I cut 2 branches because I want it to make a little bit higher of a tree, and I'll tell you why. Because I didn't know if the pumpkins, I'm using these pumpkins, sitting down here under a little tree, it just might be like the pumpkins are gigantic, and we don't want that. So let's go ahead and stick on the tree first, and then we'll deal with the pumpkin. Okay, I'm going to use my adhesive. I'm not going to try that glue because, we gotta throw it away. I honestly don't know why. I think that's like a good thing to use. Do you guys do that? Do you ever feel like you have to use all of it so you save it? I know you do. I do too. But, if you ever want to get a discount on all your Stampin' Up! Merchandise, 20% to be exact, 1/5, that's the math teacher in me coming out, 20%, you could certainly become a, you could, let me finish my thought first. Dave's showing me things. If you wanted to get 20%, right now is a great time to do that. You would pay $99. You get $125 worth of merchandise, plus
merchandise that you select.
Yeah, you select it. Plus, I'm just going to trim that little part off. Actually, I'm just going to rip it. Plus, you get a free bundle. So there's lots of bundles for free. And honestly, Stampin' Up!, nobody's going to call you or hound you or anything. All right. I think I'm going to put it right there. So there's my tree. It's kind of cute, huh? All right. Do you want to see what Dave did? So he took the pumpkin that I had cut, flipped it over, used the back side, and put that on it. Okay, that's cute. Nice. This paper I'm not as wild about, but it does work with the pumpkin. And this does not. I'm just kidding. It would work with a vanilla one on the other side. Very pretty, Dave. Should we ask him to make the rest of the card with it? I am going to use these little leaves. So we're going to stamp those first, and then we'll get to our pumpkin.
And those come from Gorgeous Leaves.
Gorgeous Leaves. Can you just grab me some markers, regular markers, in these colors? I have to ask him for something, right? All right. While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my pumpkin on just very vanilla. We'll stamp our pumpkin, and we'll go ahead and stamp our words at the same time. I am going to use left side. I am going to use vanilla. Fall colors. Fall colors. Let's go ahead and stamp our leaves. Oops, clearly I haven't stuck those on yet. Can I also have a bigger piece of vanilla, please? I'm telling you, ladies, and gentlemen, I should say, it's so wonderful to have an assistant. All right, I'm going to go ahead and color these. These are our, again, the Stampin' Blends. I'm using Old Olive. Thank you, my dear. And I need a larger piece of vanilla. Stampin' Blends. If you want them darker, you want them lighter, I love them. If you do not have these, they are a must-have. And you know what, honestly, right now during celebration is when I would stock up on them, because with every $50 you get something free. Why not? I mean, it's a great time for you to stock up on cardstock and adhesive and all of those regular things, plus these. It'd be a great time to do that. I'm going to go back here and just add a little bit for the lines, the veins in the, ooh, artsy fartsy. You know, I'm not an artist, so that makes me feel good. Okay, I'm going to go over my little vine here just to color that in. Boop. And my curly Q. There we go. All right. And so I'm going to die cut that out at the same time I die cut the other one. So I'm just going to rip that because that's the piece I want. All right. Now, woof, let me move all this out of the way. I'm going to stamp my little pumpkins because like I said, we haven't really used these much. So let's go ahead and color them. While I'm doing that, I think Dave wants to show you a little commercial here. Coming up is going to be a BOGO sale. Buy one, get one.
Well, advance would be good.
I'm sorry. Well, no, you can. I'm coloring, so you're good. So it's a buy one, get one, and it's coming up. Did you want to say something? You look like you're ready to say something.
Sure.
All right. Dave's going to chat with you.
So coming up on September 10th, we are going to be having a BOGO sale, and here's how it works. For every $1 you spend on retired merchandise, you get $1 of current merchandise. So if you buy $20 from our retired collection, you get $20 in new stuff for free. So we will be going live on Friday, September 10th. We will be showing you the items. Basically, the first person to say they want it in the chat gets that item, and then you will go ahead and select your current merchandise once we've gone through all the items sometime that weekend. So more information to come. Watch Facebook, watch your email. We'll be sending out more details on that.
The main thing is September 10th, 7 p.m. Reserve that time, and you will not regret it. Did you hear the doorbell? Ding dong. You know what that means?
That's early.
That means dinner is here. All right, so let's go ahead and just finish this. Not because dinner's here, because I don't want you to continue to watch me color. I'm just going to do these in green because I didn't bring the other marker over. So there we go. Okay, I am going to die cut these out. And they are going to be, let's tear that. Okay. And I don't usually die cut on the screen, but I want you to see how easy it is. So you use plate number 1. Okay, where's number 1? I just look for the number 1. Then I use, it says for my dies, plate number 2. So here they are. I love, love, love that they are numbered. That makes it so easy, and then you can just lay this on here. Sometimes if you're worried, you can put a Post-it note on. I tend to do what I call like catching a bug. I go, oops, I didn't put the other one under it. I call it catching a bug because I just go right from the top and I just smush it so that I don't have to use the Post-it note. Now I could, certainly could. All right, so there's one. And if you do not have the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, look how fun. Look how fun that is. If you don't have the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, I would not wait. Again, Celebration is a great time to get it. I'm going to use the leaf die. And Stampin' Up! Recently redid their dies to make them a little bit closer with less of an edge. Okay? Again, you could put a Post-it note or you could catch the bug. As you could imagine, Dave's shaking his head, but that's okay. That's how I think of it, like, oh, go quickly so it doesn't move. All right, let's put that away and look at our beautiful leaves. There we are. We've got our beautiful pumpkins. Now, before we put these on, we need to stamp our leaves. So here are our leaves, and Dave graciously got some fall colors. So I'm just going to color kind of some different colors. This would be a great time to use the baby wipe technique because I'm going to just stamp some falling leaves. I'll go back to the orange, and maybe this time we'll put in a green. Whoop. And that's garden green, and then back to the rust. So, and this time I'm going to turn this over so it looks like they're really just falling. I just thought this was so cute from just to use these little, now that I colored that one green, I'm going to stick with green on that one. To use these little leaves, how fun is that? And this one I'm going to do in Cherry Cobbler. And I think I will turn it this way again so we look like we have these little swirls going down. And I think my pumpkins are going to sit right there. Oh, looks like a 3. But my pumpkins are going to sit right here. So isn't that so cute? I love it. All right, of course I need to pop these up, right? And I did cut this cardstock down to 5.5, just so you, I did shrink it so it would fit in an envelope. And I do really like, just it's a different fold, you know, it's a different, do you ever find these in your bed? We find these in our bed, we find them everywhere in our house. Random. Squirrel. All right, I'm gonna put that there. And we can decide, do we want all the leaves? Maybe we don't, maybe we do. Oh, I think I'm gonna tuck them behind there. It's cute. And of those I'm not going to pop up. So let's just put some adhesive on that. We'll tuck it behind. Let's see how we want to do that.
There you go.
Yeah, I think like that. And inside, inside I am going to just stamp one of the leaves. What's that?
Inside you're going to stamp hello.
Hello. No, that goes on the outside. I'm going to stamp just some leaves, and then I could color those just because, you know, then the inside has a little surprise. So very funny that Dave said that, because I did pull out a little hello right there. He is he is holding his hand over his face like, good grief. And I think I'm just going to stamp it. I'm not going to cut it out. It's kind of risky, but if it's crooked, then you know what we do, then we cover it up. Okay? Hello. Just like that. Oops. Hold it down there. So isn't that kind of fun with the tree? I think it's really fun. So I hope that you like it too. All right, so that is my little, a little bit more with pretty pumpkins. These would have looked pretty this way too, but then the tree couldn't be double, so I just thought that was fun. Pretty pumpkins. The hello would also look cute with a tag right there, but I've kept you long enough, so I didn't want to keep you any longer. And, you know, it can be elegant. It can be just fun. It can be anything you want it to be, and that's what I love about these pumpkins. Sorry, I was looking for the other one. Okay, he's waving at me. Look up, look up. Okay, I'm here. Couple of announcements. He told you about the BOGO. That's on September 10th. Don't forget that. We'll remind you, because that's going to be awesome. Here are the cards that we're making for our quick stamp. Remember, you sign up. There's that pumpkin. You can sign up either, you can come here to the studio and it's in person, or it can be virtual. We'll send you a video tutorial with the supplies, except the sentiment, so that you can go ahead and make it, okay? And if you love pumpkins, just wait, because there's something coming up in the end of September that you are not going to want to miss. This Friday's bingo, we're going to send a link to you tonight. Anything else? Quick stamp, I said that. $15. I think that's it. Make sure you like the page, share it with your friend. Why don't you invite a friend to stamp with you? Invite a friend to do either the quick stamp or Christmas card design studio. If someone's waffling over what to do with Christmas cards, invite them to come along with you. That also can be in person or virtual on September 18th. And you can register at You register at thestamperstudio.com. All right, friends, I am excited. I love sharing stamping with you. I hope that shows through, because we enjoy it. I get a kick out of Dave's response. He's like, oh no. That's okay. Hello. I have to say it again.
I'm going to hide all the hello stamps.
No, you can't. Hopefully that you get some laughs and you enjoy it. Please invite your friends, and we would love to stamp with them also. All right, friends, happy stamping.